Aloha Ohana, family, friends. Thank you for taking the time to come together with me and for yourself, for others, and for the planet. Thank you for taking the time to come and to chill out. This is something that I resist a lot of is chilling because I like to go and do lots of things and I forget how important it is to stop and chill and just be quiet. Studies and research and philosophers have written all about the importance of getting quiet and becoming still. One of my favorite quotes of all time is from Lao-Tzu, a philosopher, and he says that the quieter you are, the more you can hear. And so it is important that we take the time to get quiet, which brings me to the Hawaiian word called pa kawa, to close your mouth, to be quiet. In the yogic tradition, we breathe in and out through the nose. The nose is for breathing. The mouth is for talking. And so when we practice, it's a silent practice, quieting the mouth, closing the lips, and learning how to breathe in and out through your nose, allowing for a deeper, more controlled way of breathing in and out through the nostrils. So we're going to go ahead and just get started in this practice. So come to a comfortable seat, have your blocks nearby and a bolster, mine's back here, and sitting on a comfortable place. So whether that's your carpet, your floor, having a yoga mat, hardwood floor, whatever feels good to you, blankets, cushions, whatever you need. Come to a comfortable seat, sit up nice and straight. You can sit on a block, a bolster, a pillow, get what you need. Lean up against a wall, sit up against a wall. Just make yourself feel supported so that you can become still and comfortable as we take a moment here to meditate. We're going to begin the Yin practice. All postures today in this practice will be held for about 5 minutes. I will keep time, and as you come out of the pose, I will let you know by telling you to deepen your breath, 3 deep breaths. And I'll tell you more about this practice as we go along. Let's first get started off now with this meditation, now that you've had time to get comfortable. Hands down is grounding, palms up is receiving. What do you need to do today? Receive, get inspired, or are you already way inspired, overly motivated, and you need to ground yourself? Maybe one up, one down. Close your eyes. Inhale, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale, roll your shoulders up to your ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades together as you exhale and let the shoulders relax. Inhale down into your belly, expanding it out like a balloon. Exhale. Relax your belly, relax your face. Relax your eyes, unhinge your jaw, soften your tongue. Begin to breathe in and out through your nose. Without opening your eyes or looking at yourself or looking at me, just feel your shoulders over your hips. Feel your ears over your shoulders. Tuck your chin in just so slightly so the back of your neck becomes longer. Feel balance across your sit bones. up through the pelvis, up through your belly, your chest, your shoulders, your neck. Take this time to begin the practice of listening. I'll allow you time here in silence to listen to the sounds that are closest to you and furthest away from you, to listen to your breath, sound that it makes, to listen to your heartbeat, and just to listen to all the sensations in your body. And we'll take a moment here, about 2 to 3 minutes, sitting in a silent meditation. From here, let's begin to bring your hands together in a prayer-like position in front of your heart. Rest your thumbs against your sternum. Take a moment and see if you can feel your heart beating in your chest. Feel the vibration of the heart beating in your body. Feel the rise of your chest as you inhale and the falling, the relaxing of your chest as you exhale. Just ask yourself, is this easy for you or challenging? Were you able to listen and stay focused and be present here in this moment? Or is your brain still scattered and thinking about all the things that you need to be doing or that you should have done? See if you can just let all that go and allow yourself to be fully present starting right now. Keep the eyes closed. Make this commitment, this time for you to be with yourself, to get to know yourself, and to listen fully, to be present for yourself fully as we begin this practice of Yin, this practice of being quiet, practice of listening. Blink your eyes open and release the clasp of your hands. We're going to get started. First, we're going to take the hands onto your knees. We're going to just add a little bit of energy, some prana into the body with what's called Sufi grinds. So you're going to inhale, lean forward over to one side. Exhale, rounding your spine and over to the other side. Inhale, coming forward, over to one side. Exhaling back and over to one side. We'll do this. This is the third time. Fourth. We're going to do this 8 times. One direction. 5. 6. 7. 8. And now we're going to switch. Inhale over to the left, exhale back and over to the right. Releasing any pent up energy that rests at the base of your spine, stagnant energy from sitting or even from walking all day, standing, just moving your spine, the energy highway of your body, getting the energy to come up the spine as we prepare for a practice of stillness. So get your props if you don't already have them. I'm going to grab my clock. And I'll be minding the time here on my ocean beach clock. I'll just be setting it right over here to look and see here how much time we have in the poses. I like to, and I recommend that you do the same, to, if you have long hair, take out your rubber band, allow yourself to get nice and loose. My earbud just came out. So get your body ready and prepared for the practice of Yin. If you're wearing any jewelry, necklaces, earrings, rings, I have my wedding ring on, but bracelets, take it all off and allow your body to be free and as natural as possible. Get yourself really comfortable. We're going to begin with the first pose called legs up the wall. So, option 1, if you're on your cycle for women, have high blood pressure for all, you will want to keep your butt, your glutes, and your back completely flat on the ground. If you're looking for more of an inversion today, you can bring your bolster right up to the wall. And so wherever you are, you're going to come and lay onto your side. If you're coming up onto the bolster, go ahead and lift your glutes up, your hips up. And we're just going to lay back and bring your legs up the wall here. You can also have a washcloth or an eye pillow, a blanket, a shirt, whatever, if you would like to drape it across your eyes, if you would like that weight. on your eyes. You can also put a pillow or something heavy on your belly. This is also something you can do to ground yourself if you're feeling lots of anxiety or stress. If you have a belt nearby, you can also strap it around your legs, a yoga strap or even a belt to keep your legs from feeling as if they're about to fall away from each other. You can bring yourself way up close to the wall, or for those of you that have tight hamstrings, you might want to come further away from the wall. But just get your legs up as we come into this yin inversion. The first principle of yin is to just allow yourself to get into the pose. So go ahead and fidget around and see what feels good to you, what you need, what you don't need. And then you're going to get yourself situated so that you can become still, which is the second principle of yin. So the first, getting into the posture, preparing yourself for stillness. And then the third principle is time. Lay your arms down by your side, palms face up. Close your eyes. We're going to be here now for 5 minutes. And throughout this practice, I will be talking very minimal, allowing you time to be quiet so that you can listen. Yin means allowing. It's cool, quiet, yielding, dark, letting go. Yin also means the moon. The sun is the yang, the light. So here we're coming into the practice of nurturing your body, slowing down your thoughts. Try to keep your breath nice and slow. Slowing down the thoughts just by slowing down your breath. Relax your jaw, unhinge your bottom jaw, and soften your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Enjoy this experience, the whole experience. Quiet, listening, allowing. In this pose, legs up the wall. You experience the benefits of the inversion, of the blood reversing its flow like a waterfall down the legs, giving back to your heart and your brain. This allows your brain and your heart to rest. It doesn't have to work so hard to pump the blood all the way down into your feet. All inversions clean out the inside of your body, reversing the flow of blood through the organs is how we clean the inside. Legs up the wall also reduces varicose veins and cellulite, reduces swelling in your legs. A great pose if you're a woman and is pregnant to reduce all the excess swelling in your legs. And anyone else who experiences this, especially if you travel a lot or fly, it's something really good to do. Three more breaths here. From here, slowly begin to slide your feet down the wall so that your knees bend. Just bring your feet in as much as you can and stay. Just take a moment to pause. This is part of the practice, is slowing down. Notice how your feet feel, your toes, your legs. You are welcome, if you are on your bolster, to remain on your bolster. Going to move into wall frog. Go ahead and slide your feet as far away from each other as you can. Then you're going to begin to turn your feet out. You can move further away from the wall or closer to the wall. Wall frog. See if you can bend your knees to 90 degrees. Try to get your toes to point outwards. Heels point in towards each other. Your whole spine, if it is on the ground, is imprinted into the ground so that there should not be any arching in your lower back. Arms, you can reach them over your head, out to the side, or rest your left hand on your heart, right hand on your belly. Slightly tilt your chin in towards your throat so the back of your neck lengthens. Move around, get yourself situated. Make sure you feel something here. This is where you can also grab your blocks. If it's too deep, slide them underneath your outer legs. So you can start off really high with the block, slide it underneath your outer thigh or hip. Every body is different, every body. So do what feels good to you. You're trying to find what my teacher, Bernie Clark, says, the Goldilocks position here, just right. Not too intense, not too easy, but just right, where you're feeling the sensations of your body in the inner thighs, the pelvis. Here we release the lower back as we open into your hips. Strengthen your spine as you lay against the ground, supporting a good posture. We'll begin here now, starting our 5-minute journey within. The only movement that you are making, if you need to move, is coming out of the pose a little bit. You can walk the feet in if it gets too intense, or you're walking your feet down the wall, deepening. It's perfectly normal to want to come out of the pose, but try not to come all the way out. It can get intense as we hold these poses for 5 minutes. Try to just maybe come out a little bit. And you then can try to go back into it. And surprisingly, most people can go deeper once they just back out a little bit. So don't give up completely. And then going into the pose, into the meditation of quiet and listening. Unhinge your jaw, soften your tongue. Keep your minds focused on your breath and in your body. Practice of yin is similar to receiving benefits of a deep tissue massage or acupuncture or acupressure, opening up and stimulating all the meridians, these energy channels in your body. Going deeper beyond the muscles into your ligaments and tendons and the fascia, spider web-like material inside your body. All of these parts of your body hold on to your emotions, conversations that you have, the energy that you absorb. And not just throughout your day, but your whole life. And when you show up and practice yoga, you are actually undoing, opening, and rewiring, repatterning your thoughts and your body. 3 more breaths here. Remember, yin is slow, so move as slowly as you can. Toe heel. Should take about 30 seconds to toe heel your feet all the way back. Don't rush. That's yang. Yin is moving very, very slowly. Feet come back together and just slide your feet down the wall. Go ahead and take your hands to your scalp, your fingertips, and just massage your scalp here. Massage your thumbs onto your temples, nice and slow. And then anywhere else on your head that it feels good. Soften your scalp. Further help relax your brain. You can even take your thumbs down to the base of your neck or to the occipital ridge, the little bone that sticks out of your skull, and massage those tiny little muscles right up underneath that ridge with your thumbs into your neck. Slowly roll over onto your right side. Come into a fetal position. Rest on your right arm, your head on your right arm, and just take this moment here to pause and receive all that you've already done. Notice how your body feels to receive. Slowly push yourself up. Come and sit up onto your mat. Extend your legs forward. Give them a little bounce and a shake. Reach your arms all the way up. Palms touch. And exhale, arms reach out. From here, we're going to come into a seated forward fold. If when you sit, you are unable to sit up straight and your spine rounds forward like this, go ahead and grab a blanket and sit on it. You can roll it up and sit on your blanket or even on a pillow or a bolster to help tilt your hips forward so that your shoulders are straight up over your hips. So if this is where you are today, perfect. Every day you show up, you might do something different because every day is a new body. You put new things into your body. Food, drinks, conversations, all this is energy that you're absorbing. Every day your body is changing. So some options here in this practice. If you are new and not very flexible yet, that's okay. You can just bend your knees here and fold over your legs like so in this nice and easy forward fold. But just let your hands be free. Everyone can actually just start here and then eventually just sliding the legs forward, folding into your legs. If you discover that you need a bolster here inside your legs, you'd rather sit like this, you can rest your head on a bolster up high and bring it down as you hold for longer. Or all the way in and down. I'm going to take my ocean beach clock, set it over here so I can mind the time as we practice together this caterpillar pose. So you're not pulling on your legs. That's not allowing, that's forcing. So arms down by your sides, hands are free, and then allow your head, allow your upper body to open up, to surrender to gravity. Allow your body to surrender to your breath. If it's hard for you to stay present, if your mind wants to wander all over the place, that's normal. That's why we're here to practice. So what's done in the past is gone. If you're still living in the past, that is anxiety. And if you're going into the future, that's fear. It hasn't happened yet. Who knows what's going to happen? So just be right here, right now, in this moment, with this breath. And you can practice a repetition of a word or 2 words. Keep it simple. Breathe in, let. Breathe out, go. Or maybe breathe in, space. Breathe out, soften. Silently to yourself, a repetition of words, a mantra, to keep your mind focused. Enjoy the experience. Observing yourself. 3 more breaths together. We're going to move just like a caterpillar out of caterpillar pose. So one tiny little step at a time with the hands. This should take you about 20 seconds to journey your way up. Rolling your spine all the way up. Shoulders stacking back over your hips. Keep your eyes closed. Keep the awareness inside. This is a good way to get real present with yourself, is just close your eyes. It's like turning off the lights to the outside world. Illuminate the inside. Slowly bring your feet into touch as we come into butterfly. Soles of the feet touch. Take your hands to your ankles. You can slide your feet and heels in as much as you like. If you're really tight in the hips, again, stay on your bolster. You can also slide blocks underneath your legs to support you. Whatever feels good for you. This is not a competition. This is about you taking care of yourself and making yourself feel amazing. So from here, hands onto your ankles or your feet. Right ear, left ear to your left shoulder. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Close your eyes. Just allow your left ear to come closer to your left shoulder without lifting your shoulder to your ear. Breathe into the right side of your neck, all the way down to your right shoulder. We're going to be here for 8 breaths. That's about 1 minute in the yogi world. I'm just going to roll the chin down across the pectoral muscle and point the chin down towards your sternum. Allow your head to hang here. 8 breaths. Try to keep your shoulders back, your spine supported. Slowly lift your head back to center. And now, right ear to your right shoulder. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Wherever your mind goes, your breath goes. So where do you want to focus right now? Slowly lift your head back up. Next, we're going to prepare for a yin back bend. Come and sit on your heels. If this is challenging for you, sit on a pillow. Put your pillow inside of your legs. I'm going to use my bolster, but you're going to use your bolster here in a minute. So if you have an extra pillow laying around, grab it and sit on a pillow, or even fold up a blanket as thick as you like. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see how to set yourself up on your mat. Yoga is not a perfect science, by the way, so just play around with where the blocks are behind you. But essentially, when you lean back, this block right here is down on the second level, and this block is at the third level, the highest. So this is the first, and this is the second. Coming into this pose, setting it up for you nice and easy, is to place this bolster now, tilt it, and then lean it up against the blocks like so. Then you're going to situate your glutes in the lower back up against the bolster. You're going to begin to lay back. Once you come back here in this supported back bend, straddle, open your knees out, sit on your heels, lift your glutes up, tilt your hips, tilt the pubic bone up towards your chest to take out the natural curve in your lower back as much as possible. So that way we can open up more through the front of the body and your chest in this back bend. If you want to take this deeper here, then you don't need your blocks. You can come off of them. Maybe just come all the way down and lay flat. Again, lift your hips, reset your spine here. Take the arching out of the lower back as much as you can and lengthen your chest over the bolster. Knees are flared out, sitting on your heels or having a pillow nearby to help support you if this hurts in your knees. So for those of you with knee issues, I understand. I too have knee issues. But because I've been doing yoga, the issues aren't so great as they used to be. So there is hope. This is why I practice yoga. It is the best healing modality for my body. And I hope it is for you too. So settling in 2, saddle pose here, 5 minutes, leaning back, opening up the front of your body, no clenching in your hands, free your fingers. This is so good for your knees. Cutting off the blood supply here, and then after 5 minutes, by getting that rush of blood back into the knee joints, improves your knee joints. Makes your ligaments and tendons more supple. Here we open and stretch out the quads, your thighs, opening up into the psoas, the hip flexors, stretching out the whole front of your body so that we can improve your posture and keep you from becoming hunchback. This is really good if you sit a lot during the day or you're hunched over, rounded over, whatever it is that you do. You can be hunched over at a computer, driving all day long, working in construction, repetitive patterns. Maybe you work in a hospital, lifting, manual labor, or just sitting in one posture all day long. So here we open up the digestive system, expand your lungs for deeper breathing. Go ahead and enjoy 3 more minutes here, being in your body, feeling all the sensations, listening. Deepen your breath, 3 more breaths here. We're going to come up nice and slow, the same way you went down, up onto the forearms and onto your hands. We're going to come right up into downward facing dog. Move your props out of the way. Bring that blood flow back into your legs, into your knees. You can stay still in downward facing dog, or maybe bring some movement, coming up onto the tippy toes, pushing your heels down, pedaling out your downward dog. Come onto your hands and your knees. And let's just do a few cat-cows here together. Inhale, chin up, tailbone up. Exhale, round your spine. Contract your belly, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, chin up, tailbone up. Exhale, round in your upper back. Push the earth away from you. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Come sit down onto your glutes. Have a bolster nearby. Open your feet up as wide as your mat, and we're just going to windshield wiper away all the debris that we've stirred up inside the body. Inhale one side, exhale to the other. It's really good for your lower back, releasing the lower back, your hips. Open up through your chest. All right, so I'm going to move again to the side so you can see. Make sure your feet are open wide, wider than your hips. Drop your knees to the right. You're going to walk your hands all the way back for a twist. Grab your bolster and slide it up right into your hip. Hands on either side of the bolster. Try to turn your belly button down to point towards your bolster. And then come lay down. Nice and easy, resting on your right cheek, right ear. Or you can turn your left cheek down onto your bolster. If you do not want your bolster, you don't have to use it. So you can slide it out of the way and just come all the way down to the ground. If you would like to take this even deeper, there's another option. Slide your left arm underneath your chest. You can rest your chin on the ground. Again, your right cheek or your left cheek. Adding body weight onto your left bicep, stretching deep into the left shoulder. Allow your belly to relax as you breathe in this cleansing spinal twist. Nourish your spine with your breath. Release and let go. Allow your body to relax. Allow your mental chatter to subside. 3 more breaths here. Very, very slowly lift your torso up. Slowly begin to unwind. Take your time and drop your knees over to the left. Hands back behind you. Grab your bolster. Just because you did something on the other side does not mean you're going to do the same on the next side. So start off nice and easy. See if this is where you need to be today. Notice where you want your head to be. Maybe you don't want the bolster. Take it out. Come into cactus arms instead. With your head facing any direction. Or thread the needle, thread your right arm underneath your chest, reach it over to the left, and allow your body weight to pull out any stress, any tension in your right shoulder here. Closing the mouth, breathing in and out through your nose, getting quiet and listening. Three more breaths here. Breathe all the way down the length of your spine. Just allow your body to relax on the breath out. Slowly push and lift your torso up. Take a moment here and turn yourself around. We're going to set up now for the final pose, resting. We'll be here for 2 minutes. You can grab your bolster, prop your knees your calves up on your bolster. Another option is to grab your blocks and place them like table legs, like so, and then put your bolster on top and bring your legs up at 90 degrees. So coming into a comfortable rest, grabbing my clock here, as we rest here for 2 minutes, lay your head all the way down. I'll be minding the time so that we can enjoy a meditation after Shavasana. The most important pose of yoga is the pose of rest. It's also considered the most advanced pose. In our culture, we don't like to rest. We're trained to do and go. Take this time to rest. Give yourself permission. I give you permission to completely relax. There's nowhere else you need to be, nothing you need to do for the next few minutes here as we enjoy the last few minutes of this practice. Relax your jaw, soften your tongue. Allow your eyeballs to sink back into your head and release any fluttering in your eyelashes. Just let the eyes come to stillness. Soften your cheeks. Allow your neck to relax. And feel the back of your shoulders anchor in. The palms face up. And your spine completely sinks down into the space here on earth. Relax. 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 Wiggle your fingers and your toes and begin to deepen your breath if you're ready to come out of Shavasana. You're more than welcome to stay longer if you have time. For all of those who need to come up out of the practice, reach your arms up over your head. Slowly bring your knees in towards your chest. Raise your eyebrows, flare your nostrils, open your mouth wide, stick your tongue out. And then scrunch your face up tightly, purse your lips, furrow your brow, and relax your face. Smile. Give yourself a big hug. Roll over onto your left side as we take this time for gratitude. Someone in your life that you are grateful for, that you know listens to you and is fully present for you when you need them to be. Slowly push yourself up as you come to a comfortable seat. Keep your eyes closed. Notice how your body feels right now as opposed to when we first started. Feel your shoulders over your hips, and your jaw over your shoulders. And back to the sound of your breath. Notice what it was like to be quiet, observing yourself in this yin practice today. What did you hear? What is your body telling you? What is your heart telling you? The more we take time to listen to ourselves, the more you take time to listen to yourself, the more you'll be able to really hear those around you. If we can't stop and take time for yourself to be fully present, then we cannot be fully present for those around us. This is how great change happens. With more awareness of who you are, the more awareness we have of those around us. Let's join our hands together in front of the heart in Anjali Mudra. Breathing in, breathing out. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide your practice. The practice of meditation and the practice of listening and going within to study yourself. Hands in front of the heart remind us to act with loving and kind actions to ourselves and to those around us. Hands to the lips to remind us to speak kind and loving words to ourselves and to those around us. Hands to the forehead to remind us to think kind and loving thoughts to ourselves and to those around us. Those being children, family members, our friends, animals, all living things. Thank you so much. Thank yourself for giving this time to yourself. Mahalo, Namaste. Thank you all so much for being here, for tuning in. For more information, visit my website at cometogetherwellness.com. You can also listen to my podcast, Come Together Wellness. It's on Anchor FM, also on Spotify and many other podcast platforms. You can find me on YouTube, Come Together Yoga with Victoria. Keep tuning in. Feel free to show up to any of my virtual classes, live virtual classes, or schedule a private one-on-one with me, or come visit me at my studio in Dripping Springs, Texas. Thank you so much. I look forward to hearing from you. Give me your feedback, any comments. Let me know what you need. I'm happy to help. Thank you. See you next time. Aloha.